Hello and welcome to the Warping Core Dungeon Defender's Guide. This is one of the easiest challenges as well. This one is really scary when you first start doing it just because you don't know how to do it. Hardcore mode really doesn't change too much with this one. It does get pretty tricky, so if you want to try it out first, I would do it without hardcore mode just because when this warps around, if it takes a little bit of damage, hardcore is going to make sure the damage stays on there no matter what difficulty you're on. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to start out, make sure you get all of the chests, of course. You're not going to let any of those go by. After you get all the chests, you're going to want to go through and get on a squire. I thought I was already on a squire, so I tried to build a harpoon tower. I skipped the first wave, but honestly in the first wave you're going to want to put 2 harpoon towers up at the top, and then you're going to want to watch the third lane because there's 3 lanes. And then you're going to want to put 2 harpoon towers on the bridge pointing outwards towards the spawn. After you do that, you're going to want to get on a huntress, and you can place traps where the crystals are going to be or where the crystals were. Now, as the crystal is going to warp around, you can't actually place them on where the crystal is, but it'll be extremely helpful for the crystal to be warping someplace and to have a proximity mine just sitting there. That way all the melee that goes to attack your crystal won't be able to actually reach your crystal. You'll see after I'll skip to when the whole build's done how easy this actually gets to hold this place down. All the proximity mines are just popping whenever anything walks over it. It's killing anything that comes near. You can see the map how it's set up. I have 2 down south because there's 3 spawns where the crystal is going to warp to. I have 1 over to the right, 1 over to the left on the map, and 3 at the actual first area that the crystal spawned at, which it can go back to that area, so make sure to keep that fortified. Now, after you set all of these down, make sure to repair it in between waves because the traps will lose a lot of charges in between waves. Also, you can upgrade things. I went through this whole thing without upgrading just to show you that you can if you have better armor, but if you don't have as good as armor, you will want to go through and repair everything in between waves. If you have a DPS character, this makes this pretty easy. If you don't, you've got this thing called temporary DU, or defense units. While you're using temporary defense units, what you do is, wherever the crystal warps to, you set up extra defenses, and then after you set up the extra defenses, you just sell them whenever the crystal warps. This will be an easy way how to keep everything defended. Now this is an easy challenge to do with extra people if you want. Just throw more people in here. The strategy really doesn't change at all. So, I mean, it's a pretty simple challenge. I'll just show you what the last wave looks like. Now, if a harpoon tower goes down, don't fret. As you can see, there's a Jin despawning one of my harpoon towers. Really don't fret. Just stay next to your crystal, because if one goes down that's not next to your crystal, it really doesn't matter. It's just go back and rebuild it later, because honestly, it's not going to change anything. Now right here, I left my friend to go protect the crystal, and I mean, he didn't really protect it too well. So make sure when you're doing this, make sure your friends are geared and ready to do it. If not, just go do it. Make sure that you're next to the crystal by yourself. I mean, sometimes it's just your challenge, your job, you know. And you never know if someone has to go AFK or anything. So for challenges, always make sure that you're the person defending the crystal. But overall, if you like my videos, make sure to rate, subscribe, and check out my other videos. Again, if I get enough subscribers, I will start giving away some free DLC. We've got the Shards Part 4 coming out soon, which should be exciting. Shards Part 3 just came out, and I'm having a blast doing Aquanus. Thank you.